Hello, students. Those of you who have not turned in the Impressionism and Post-Impressionism study guide, I've decided to make a video with some additional instruction to help you complete that activity. It is worth 35 points of your grade. So you will need to go into Google Classroom, and I'll just start over from the beginning. Go into classwork, and you're going to need to scroll down to the bottom. You'll need to go into color, and what you'll have to do is let me start over so I can show you what happens. Okay, I'll go into my 4th hour class and then back into my 1st hour class. So if you go into classwork and you scroll down to color, you may have to click something that says view more. I've been in this all day, so it's allowing me to see the bottom assignments, but you'll probably have to click something that says view more at the bottom, and then you'll see these additional assignments. So we have Impressionism and Post-Impressionism lecture, and you click on the PowerPoint. Okay, now I lectured on all of these images in class. You have to click open with Google Slides, because if you don't, all you're going to be able to see is my images. You're not going to be able to see my notes. So you have to click open with Google Slides. And it takes a minute. It has to take a moment to download. Leave it in this view. Don't click the slideshow view, because if you do, you can't see my notes. So here, over here on the left is a small screenshot, a small slide view of each slide that's in the PowerPoint. So this artist is Edward Manet, and we lectured about Edward Manet. We talked about his different paintings that he created. Okay. Now, at the bottom, if you grab this bar, when it turns gray, you can raise the bar and the image gets smaller, but you can see all of my notes. These were the notes I lectured on in class. So if you missed those, we did part of this in class, and then we had to go online because of COVID. So if you've still been at home and you haven't come back to class, you need to go ahead and pick up where we left off, and you need to read all of the material for each image. And you just go through them one at a time. It's going to take a little bit of time, okay? And then if you see test slide on an image in red, then that's going to be one of the images in the study guide that you have to write 5 facts about. So you have to list the name of the artist, which is Edward Manet, okay? The title of the artwork, which is Bar at the Folies Bergère, and you have to write the culture, which is Impressionism. Now, if you scroll down to the bottom over here on the left, Renoir, Degas, Monet, Cassatt, Seurat, they were all considered Impressionist artists. Then we move into the Post-Impressionists. So those are going to be Paul Cézanne, Paul Gauguin, Vincent van Gogh, and Henri Rousseau. Okay? Now, that's how you get through this material. Let me go ahead and show you how to get to the actual study guide where you're going to be taking these notes. So if you click underneath this material, any item with the little clipboard, that means it's an assignment. That's an assignment. This is an assignment. This is an assignment. That's something you have to turn in, okay? So if you click on Impressionism and Post-Impressionism Study Guide, you read the instructions, and then you scroll down over here on the right, and you can actually see I have a PDF file, which is the copy version of this activity. So I'll click on it. This is the actual copy, a copy of the handout that I gave everyone in class. So here's that image of the painting that we talked about. So you would write the title of this piece, the culture and the artist, and then 3 additional facts. You can talk about she's a barmaid behind the counter. You can mention that there's a mirror behind her that shows a reflection of the people in the establishment in front of her. You can just various details that you glean from the reading, okay? And print this off and then write the notes out by hand. And then you can take a picture of each one of these pages and upload it into Google Classroom for grading. Now, if you can't print it out, that's fine. You can just open up a Google Doc and you can number these. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 images. You can number them 1 through 7 and write 5 facts in a Google Doc and turn that in, okay? So it's your job to find the title of these artworks, all right? So that's why you have to look at the PowerPoint and read the actual notes. So that's how you do that activity. If you have any questions, feel free to give me, send me an email. I was going to say give me a call. Send me an email and I'll be happy to further explain this. Thank you. Goodbye.